I can just try and try. Oh, I can move to the light. Oh, if I take it one day at a time. Oh, I spread my love out and fly. I can move to the light. Oh, I can just make you understand. Love is not a fairy tale anymore to me. If you want it, you can have it, girl. Baby, you will see. Baby, you will see. Oh, what's going on? Baby. Baby's in the chat. I hit y'all with a little Maxwell today. Yeah, I knew what that was. I was like, oh, wait, he doing it this time. Because this is one I know. This is my song this time. So, today is a different day, special day. We're going to try to, for real, keep this one short. Number one, because we just did a show on Friday. And number two, we've been trying to shorten the shows anyways to make them more easily consumable. Okay, so once we get everybody in here, we're going to jump right in. I'll wait till the thing goes. But most times we do not keep the shows to a half hour because by the time a half hour comes, we just getting started, baby. But we're going to actually try to stick to it this time. You know what I mean? So let me try to hurry up and get Isaac in this bad boy. Because, you know, obviously when you're trying to speed up and go fast, Instagram has other ideas. You're like, don't rush me. All right, do not rush me. I'm like, but Instagram, wait, we need to hurry up. What's going on? My buttons ain't working. There we go. I'm gonna cancel that and move. Go live, accept. Go live. Do it. Anyway, while I'm trying to figure that out, I just want y'all to know that I'm off the line dances. I'm off the line dances.
For the ladies.
I'm off them. Let me tell you something.
Look here.
I was never on the line dances, but I'm definitely off them now. Because line dancing to me is a way to cover up the fact that you don't know how to dance. Like, 'cause then all you got to do is get in line with everybody else, do what everybody else is doing, and it's basically nothing. It's a step back, step forward, scoot left, scoot right. You can't dance, and so the line dances.
You can always add your own flair to it. There's other flares that you can do. That I'm not gonna argue with you tonight.
You know what?
I'm
tell you what, you go ahead and you get as much flair as you can out of it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm done with it. I'm off of them. I feel like they have run their course, so to speak. So y'all have at it. You know what I mean? Looks like y'all having a good time. So have at it. I'm off it. So we got a lot of topics today. Let me see. Because we got to get right into it because we ain't got a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the question. If women gave us 3 to 4 months to make a decision on them or they're out of there, do you think that's fair? 3 to 4 months is enough time to be like, yeah, I want to do this, or nah, I'm good?
You mean like marriage or like just boyfriend, girlfriend?
Honestly, I think the question stemmed from marriage. But nowadays you could really extend it to boyfriend, girlfriend, because dudes ain't claiming women as girlfriends in 3 or 4 months even.
Bro, I think that for me, if I meet a woman and I think it's dope, I tend to want to move somewhat quickly because I'm like, listen, so I like you. I only like a lot of people, so let's just do this. But as far as marriage is concerned, I think anyone can play a role for 90 days or 120 days. You can play whatever. And I think that once paperwork is signed, he like, surprise. Like, then you gotta
surprise.
and you gotta deal with some stuff. But like I said, we talk about this often. I think that I think that marriage as a technology, not as a not as a I don't know how to say it, but like marriage as a technology does no longer serves, I think, what it used to. Because you can do pretty much the same things as a boyfriend girlfriend couple do that there's even common law marriage now. So there's so many things that you can do that you do not that you like. Marriage used to be something that was like you looked for because it was necessary. Like a few
Yeah.
like, years ago, it's necessary. It's not as necessary as it was before.
Yeah.
It was more pageantry. Like I said something the other day, and I thought I knew what I was saying, but it really is insane. Um, Gender reveals and baby showers have replaced weddings. That's the new hotness. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like
Ooh.
I've seen more gender reveals. I've seen like all that blue smoke, pink smoke. I've seen all that, and I've seen a bunch of baby showers. But the weddings, I don't see that anymore. So it's like two things can be true. Maybe people aren't posting the weddings and they're still getting married, but the likelihood of that
Yeah.
being real is slim to none,
Yeah.
bro. So I until marriage is changed as a technology. So I'm trying to put it. Marriage is like CDs. Everyone loves a good CD. It was awesome. And then it got some scratches on it, and then some shit started happening. Now let's just stream it. Let's just. I just want to
Just
buy
live
this.
stream, baby.
Yeah,
Right.
let's just. I just want to buy this song. I don't want the whole album. I just want to buy this song. So I think that
Yeah.
until they update marriage, especially in the case of divorce, I think that they need to update it. Until then, yeah, 3 to 4 months is kind of insane.
I'll tell you what, being in my big age, like Michelle likes to say, at my, welcome, by the way,
Yeah, hello.
at my big age of 40, 42 to be exact, I got shit to lose, man. So marriage has kind of lost its appeal for me, for the most part, because now it's real. Like when I'm 20 something, I don't have shit. So what am I worried about losing? You know what I mean? But now that I'm 40, you know what I mean? I got a couple of little investments that might matter in a divorce. You know, so I was very much more cautious. I just now earned my financial freedom to go and do as I please, pretty much, and to jeopardize that because I like you a whole lot. I don't know, man. I don't have the stones for that. I
That's
don't
real,
have the
bro.
minerals. So yeah, that's the thing. I think when marriage might be a young man's game. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have nothing on the line. And if you did, eventually earn something, she would deserve some of it because she would have been there for a while. You're earning it, helping you do it, whatever.
That's
But
why they
now,
say get married. That's why they say that you have to get married young so y'all can build
yeah,
together. Because if
yeah,
you
yeah,
come
yeah.
already established or she comes already established and things don't go right, somebody giving somebody half. So
I don't know
that's
about that,
just,
G.
bro. I'm just simply saying.
Oh, Michelle, I got a question. So I seen this video, man, where it said most women are dating men that they are not attracted to because the men that they are attracted to cause them the most problems. So it's sort of like if you're in a relationship that works, it's because you're with somebody you're not attracted to, who you gave a chance and they treated you right because you're kind of out of their league, kind of thing. And I was like, that's interesting. I wonder if that's true. Do you find that to be true? Because we talked about your choices on prior shows. Is that why you choose the way that you do, or do you see that with your friends or whatever that they're doing that?
I don't. What do I choose? I'm so confused.
So again, women are choosing men that they aren't necessarily attracted to, but that treat them well, because the men that they are attracted to don't treat them well. To put it in a nutshell, the guys that are worried about themselves and the way that they look and the way they are perceived are not good partners, even though they happen to be the attractive ones. And then the guys that are unattractive are more worried about you and your happiness, and that's why they make good partners. And that's how y'all end up with them.
I mean, it really just depends on the person. I mean, I really can't speak for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on
So
both
dancing
sides.
around this one, Jack.
I've been on both sides.
Yeah. So
You know what
like,
I mean? Like, should we?
yeah. So I was gonna say just to kind of steer the question. So like Alex, obviously you were attracted to, right?
Yeah.
Um, and he had traditional features that women would find attractive, right? He was one of these other-eyed motherfuckers out here, like y'all, that I just dislike with my whole heart. I just don't. Michelle posted a picture this week. I was like, see, y'all gonna stop doing that, all right? Because what you're not gonna do is sit up here and stone everybody else that got regular eyes. Anyway, so
When
this
have
is
we ever
Alex,
done that?
okay?
When have Michelle or myself ever done that? We just look into
Yo,
the camera.
always with this book, this
All
bull.
right,
Anyway,
all right,
so
all right.
okay, so Alex was the attractive, but he didn't really have anything other than his looks. I mean, we think about character. There were some things to be desired there. But then also, Terrence was not traditionally attractive for a male, but he also has some character,
That's
some
what
things to be desired.
I've been on both sides. So, because with Terrence, I found myself, giving the nice guy a chance, right? Only
Mm.
he was like the worst of the worst. You know, I don't know who's worse. All the men, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, we've changed the names to protect the innocent, you guys. So, but yeah, that is kind of true. 'Cause narcissists could come in any form, Jack. Let me just tell you, they out there. They
I
out there.
mean, some people. I mean, look at LaShawn, for example. She's a
Yeah.
prime.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, at least my situation, he was like, "I." What did he have going for himself? There
Not
was
a
no. You know
thing.
what? I could like no. You had to be intoxicated and maybe all types of inebriated. I'm just saying.
So we have a friend who was with someone who was just ugly. There's no other way to really put it. Motherfucker was ugly.
His nickname was
Yeah.
Ugly Ass. Like that was
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
Ugly Ass.
UGLASS. I'm glad.
Jeez. Jeez. And
Anyway,
people say I'm
the
an
point
asshole. That's
is,
just crazy.
uh,
That's crazy.
and our friend is traditionally attractive, and she was with ugly ass, and he mistreated the shit out of her. Right? That was not good. So I guess, as much as you want to say there's maybe some truth to it, it doesn't really seem like it. Seems like it just, luck of the draw. Really, you're just rolling dice. Everybody's just rolling dice and hoping for the best.
Yeah, only
Because there's
there's
no
a science
way.
to it. There's no science to it. You just try to do the
Yeah.
best that you can. Like I don't think
Yeah.
the states it's like ain't no good women out here, ain't no good men in Virginia, ain't no good whatever. Like it's just where you're looking and what you're doing and the people you find yourself surrounded by. I think
Yeah.
most times the people that are doing the right thing, they hang out with people that's also doing the right thing, and vice versa. So you just got to find that particular group or that particular
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. So I seen a video, so we'll kill that one. That was that didn't go like I thought it was gonna go. We'll go ahead and kill that question. So I saw a video where a mother was telling, or she was essentially saying that because her daughter, whose dad was absent for most of her life except for the last 3 years, she wanted that father to walk her down the aisle at her wedding because they were cool now, right? She got older, they talked it out, they're cool now, and she wanted her father to walk her down the aisle for her wedding. So her mom said she's not going to the wedding, and I was like, see, that's that stuff that new moms are doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't say it's just new moms. It probably was back in the day too, but this idea that they put themselves above the kids more often. It seems like nowadays, themselves and their own feelings are paramount above what will make the child happy or anyone else really. And so I don't know. I feel like that's what happened there. But what do y'all think? Is she wrong for that? For not wanting to go?
Is there a stepfather involved somewhere?
She didn't say anything about a stepfather. She just felt like the wrongness of it was that she wanted her biological father to be there, even though he hadn't been a part of her life for
Well, let's
most
go
of it.
ahead and break down the facts. It's not your wedding. You're not walking down the aisle. So, in the grand scheme of things, really doesn't concern you. How you feel about a situation involving your daughter, granted, you are definitely heard, but it's your daughter's wedding. It's not really about you. So, regardless of how you feel and what you may think, if your daughter's trying to do, if you, what I don't like is you never hear both sides of the story. You never
Yeah.
hear what happened with the dad and the mom. You hear mom's side, you get dad's side 10 to 15 years later, 20 years later. And it's never really it's never really as up to whatever it was supposed to be. So I think that if you don't go to your daughter's wedding because of how you felt about something that happened 25 years ago, that's insane to me. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. What
Go
you
ahead.
think, Michelle? Is she wrong for that?
Absolutely. As somebody who's been a victim of having a parent who made a situation about them, like whack, because in that moment, like Isaac said, you're it's supposed to be somebody else's day, and you're making it about you, and it's selfish. Like there's really no other way you can twist that.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. For her not to want to be there because of that, because again, putting herself above anyone else. I don't know. And the crazy thing was, she felt like she had the right to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like society and the courts are empowering mothers to feel like their feelings are paramount.
Listen,
And they're not.
there's a sense of entitlement to these women that go. It's not just the new age; it's for the ones that raised us too. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I kind of
that,
meant.
yeah, that sense of entitlement
Uh,
goes in some of it.
Um,
we got to
I got one.
collectively get that out of the culture. But go ahead.
Yeah, we won't. That's we're about 30 or 40 years from where we need to be as far as that's concerned. But I saw something the other day. I forget what social media platform. A man said the way that we currently date in our society, especially if you're over the age of I guess 30, so the way that we date when dating period, the way that we're dating now, it's not conducive to marriage because the way that we date, we quit so quickly. The moment something doesn't feel right or like that you don't like or something, you just stop. You just stop doing it, which is, I mean, I get it. What's go ahead. Also, here's also what I was thinking. I was also along the lines of I don't know the term red flag. It became cute and became popular, but a red flag doesn't mean you stop talking to a person. I think a red flag means that you investigate what that red flag is. Like, what's your problem here? Y'all looking crazy. Let me cook for a second. Let me cook. I think that red flag is for investigation. Then you make then you make a decision. I think you ask the necessary questions. You like, hey, what is this like? What is this about? Why do you do this? And they'd be like, oh, I do this because of this. Okay, we need to fix this. That's if you want to be with them. Go ahead. I'm open. I'm just simply saying. I think that we
Yeah,
see
but
something like, okay, I'm dead with that, and I'm done. Like, okay,
yeah,
well then that's not how marriage works. But
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying like you have to you have to be able to understand meet a person where they're at, and then try to understand how you both can get to where you're trying to get to. I think the term red flag is like everyone red flag. Like no, ask some questions, investigate how they got there. And then if that's too much for you, then you be like, okay, hey, I appreciate the opportunity, whatever. I'm moving forward. But when people don't ask questions, it's just you just go off and it's like it's more of an emotional response than thinking logically. But that's just me, and that's what I'm thinking. But go ahead.
Go ahead, Michelle. What was you gonna say?
Yeah, Michelle, go ahead.
So, you know what, Isaac? I see the vision, right? I see the vision. I definitely understand where you're coming from. However, if it's a red flag and it's multiple red flags, at what point do we say enough is enough? And why would I want to mess around and see how red the flag can get? I could see if it was a
Some of
yellow.
them.
I could
No,
yellow flag, then that's when I'll stop and investigate. And like, hey, you know what? This was kind of weird. What's going on with that? Yada yada. But a red flag, that's when I hear red flag, I'm thinking of things that are like non-negotiables, right?
sure.
Like the way you talk to women is mad disrespectful. So, and I personally don't want to be around that. Or you think it's okay to look at other women while you're in the presence of your significant other. I deem things like that as a red flag. And I feel you on the talk to them bit, but most oftentimes than not, it seems as though someone will double down on their nonsense. Like, what's the big deal? Marcus Houston had a whole song about it. If I wanted that girl, I would be with that. Like, he gaslit the entire world in a song
No, that's
about
fine. No,
red
I'm,
flag. What's the big deal?
I get it.
That ain't got nothing to do with how I feel about you.
I get it. I'm just simply saying that I think that I'm tired of a word becoming trendy and then we running with it. Like the word, like toxic masculinity, that was tough for her. That was hot for a minute. And then narcissist was hot for a minute because every woman had dated a narcissist in their life. I'm like, no, he wasn't a narcissist. You weren't an asshole. He had boundaries and you just didn't like it. And now the term red flag is also that. What I'm simply saying, all that I've ever asked people to do is make things make sense. If you're dealing with the person and you know that you want to do something with them, but if they have a red flag, I'm not saying we all have the non-negotiables, like he steals or he's on drugs or like those are things. But like, hey, sometimes he gets mad whenever I do this, or she gets mad when I do this. Ask them that question. I don't, because some people's red flags are different. There's different levels to it. What Bryce may consider a red flag, I may be like, why are you even talking to her in the first place? He was like, I can deal with this, or vice versa. I think it differs from person to person. All I'm simply saying is always be willing to have the conversation, because in marriages, granted, I believe that people do the best that they can to show you who they are before you get married. At least I hope that they do. And then when you do get married, I don't want no surprises in year 4. Like, I've been talking to you for a year and a half. Now we're married, and all of a sudden you don't like Brussels sprouts or some stupid shit, like whatever it is. Like, why are we not being the version of ourselves that we're gonna be from the word go? That's I'm 40, so why would you act like you not who you are the entire time? And then when we get married, you do the flip flop, and then it's different. And that's just where I'm at with it. Maybe I'm thinking from like a perfect world type thing, but we're
Yeah.
adults now.
You definitely are. And that's fine.
I think fuck all that. I'm
All
not doing none of that. As soon as I see a red flag, you out of here, Jack.
So now
Gotta go.
get back first, right?
I'm sorry, what now?
Not without getting your lick back first, right?
No, exactly. Thank you for
Toxic.
for letting them know that
That's toxic.
you,
Just in case you were wondering what toxic was, right there.
ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Bryce.
Joshua Bryson.
I don't care about that because I don't
No,
have to. I don't have to care about that, so I don't. Because my thing is, back in the day when I was 20 something and I was trying to find a life partner to build with, sure, I would probably go through all that stuff he just said. I'm
Stuff you
past all
just said.
that.
Stuff you just said.
I mean, I've built everything I'm going to build. I've done everything I'm going to do as far as career and money and all that. I've done it all. And I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. So I don't have to put up with anything. So I'm not going to. And I'm not going to try to figure out why you have red flags. If you got red flags, you got to go. Yeah. Thanks, though.
but not
I know.
jumping out without getting your lick back first. You got to put that.
Yeah. Not without getting my lick back first. You will not leave here thinking you got one over on me.
Bro,
No, ma'am.
what do we always
No,
say,
you
G?
will
What do we
not
always
either.
say? Make it make sense when my twin get activated before he start. Listen, before the other one
I'm
gets
gonna
started.
I'm gonna stop taking these meds and let the
Yeah,
voices have
and
a
that's
say for
gonna be
once.
it. Do y'all think that dating is? Do y'all think it's over? I think it's over.
What?
I think all of it's over. I think the
Dating?
relationship things. I think it's just about. I think the point that we're at now. We spoke about this. I think Michelle and I talked about it. There's been so much that's been done. I don't know how we're gonna get back to where we kind of need to get back to, because no one's gonna
Mm-hmm.
bend. No one's gonna make. No one's like, okay. No one's folded. So everyone's just gonna do the situation thing until it's not cool. We're gonna be blinking. It's gonna be 60. We're gonna be 60. Like, hey, what happened? Like, we started out chilling. Then we was at war, and then the war kind of calmed down, but we're still at war. No one wants to do it. I think I'm more than happy. I'm content rather with moving back to Texas, buying a condo or a house, getting a dog, and that being it. Like that's just kind of just that's kind of where I'm at. And it's not like a sad thing. It's more of a kind of a relief thing and kind of more of a content thing. Like if this is what I got and I'm blessed to be here,
Yeah.
I'm chilling. Like
I'm just trying to wait to go home to glory.
yeah, I'm just come on. I got another 30 or 40 in me that we gonna ride out. Like if I get to heaven, thank God, because I barely made it. But like, because everybody like Michelle, like I be joking with Michelle a lot, but Michelle's like rare. Michelle's attractive. She has no kids. She's career driven. Like you don't see many Michelles, and everybody that does have kids, something has
Yeah,
happened to
I ain't
them.
saying all that.
Yeah, but they hold men responsible. You such an asshole, bro. But like, you just cool with Michelle, so you be treating her like shit. That's why. But like, most people that have gone through something, they want to hold other man responsible. Like, dude, that ain't me. I'm chilling. I don't know what happened to your baby dad. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I wasn't even the same time zone as that nigga. Like, I don't even know him. I've never met him in my life. So I just think a lot of people are dealing with like a lot of hurt, and I think it's almost impossible to get back to where we were.
Yeah.
I think it's cooked.
I don't know. Dating is always going to be there because people be wanting to be with somebody even if they don't want to put up with a bunch of bullshit. It's like, whether they skip through a bunch of people or they keep the same person, people want to be with somebody. They just, want to be with somebody on their own terms. And so that's the hard part is doing that. Boom! We got 3 minutes. So real quick, while we got like 2 minutes left, what do y'all think is the GOAT like white folk song? For me, it's Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. What's y'all's the GOAT? Like this the one. This come on. Y'all better excuse me for a second. I'm going to the floor.
Panic at the Disco will get me out of like that'll do it to me. Like
Are you
haven't
black?
you people ever heard of
Are you white?
what?
What's that?
I was asking Isaac if he was white.
See, I mean, ma'am, I've had a tough week. I've had a tough week.
I said, what is a song for the white people?
No, he did not say that. He said,
what's
"What
the
is your
GOAT white person
go-to
song? Like,
go white person song?" For me, it's Panic
like
at the
the
Disco.
one. What you got? What you got, Michelle? So what's the one that's like?
I ain't got nothing.
She a liar, bro. See, them black people like you
Because
gotta go
she
be
just,
tough.
you know,
You gotta be
Michelle
thugs
just
everywhere.
Michelle's so Afro black and pro black and shit. I don't want.
You do, bro. She was like, she be in the car, and I would walk 100,000 miles.
No, no, I don't listen to that bebop.
So I'm just
Stop, because she was going to go somewhere. I'm like, nope. No.
need you not to go there. Anyway, that's it. I promised y'all 30 minutes, so we're gonna cut it there at 30 minutes before we find ourselves in HR's office tomorrow morning.
Quickly.
So I'm gonna trim this up. I'm gonna add it to the reel. So if y'all look, when y'all get a minute, go look at the TikTok because the reel should be going up. And then the followers should be going up too. So check it out when you get a chance. Cool, we're going to cut this one short. I'm going to holler at y'all next Tuesday. Peace. Thank y'all for coming out.
Bye.
Bye.